What's up, Culture Drop? This video is about conflict and specifically navigating conflict in a more healthy way so that you can find a resolution and have it not feel so like static. Conflict. All right, so conflict is difficult because we have it and it gets us emotionally fired up and da-da-da. So a lot of conflict happens and is very unproductive because what happens is we just sort of like escalate things. People don't use the right kind of language, and instead of sort of like de-escalating situations as we get into conflict, because we don't have a lot of tools and skills for ourselves, especially right if it's not at work, if it's with a friend or in a romantic relationship, a lot of times people just say things and trigger each other and just escalate and make it worse. So what I want to share with you is some tools and something I think is one kind of like simple piece that can take that out of the equation and usually de-escalate things and get to more to the heart of what are you trying to solve. And that advice, that tool, is dealing with intentions. Instead of words and positions and opinions and feelings, is your intentions. Before getting into conflict, to be aware of, it's also a really good tool, I think, if you're in the middle of conflict and things are sort of heated, to be able to pull back, take a step back and be like, what are my intentions here? What do I really want to accomplish? And just to give you very concrete examples of what exactly does that look like? What language do you use? Let's say I'm in a conflict with somebody else and it's heated and we're not getting anywhere, and it just feels like, you know, when you're in the middle of conflict and it's just sort of deadlocked and stuck, is to like take a step back and pull back and be like, hey, to use language that just focuses on my intention. So that would look exactly like this. I might say, hey, my intention here is to make you feel listened to make you feel considered, right? Not to insult you, not to make you feel bad, right? But my intention here is to like find a resolution, to move through this peacefully and calmly together. And part of that includes like making you feel listened to and heard. In conflict, it can also be really useful to say like, these are my intentions for myself, because a lot of times somebody else is being emotional, they're interrupting us. So I think it also works for ourselves to be like, hey, pause, time out here. What I would like, my intention here, for me to feel listened to. I would like to feel like you are hearing me out, which looks like exactly letting me finish what I'm saying without interrupting me. I want to feel listened to. I want you to understand where I'm coming from and to kind of understand my feelings and emotions and what's going on for me, and to hear my perspective without interrupting it. And like, that's what I would like. My intention here is to feel listened to, and that looks like this from you, is to let me finish without interrupting me, right? And like, also I can give you an opportunity to like empty your cup and say everything that you want to say without interrupting you. But right now what's happening is both of us are just waiting for our turn to talk. This can be a really effective tool to get us out of the middle of kind of a deadlock conflict with somebody else, to be like, take a step back, time out, pause, and just be like, what are your intentions here? Like, what do you actually want to accomplish here? I think this is important because you know, a lot of times how people are behaving in conflict looks like all they're trying to do is insult somebody or make them feel bad or get revenge on them or whatever. And so like, if that's truly what you're trying to accomplish, I think drilling down to the bottom of that, right? For me, I would say to somebody, is your intention here just to make me feel bad? Is your intention to humiliate me or insult me? What is it? What do you want as an outcome here? How do you want me to feel? And being able to sort of like talk and just sort of trade in that language, right? Where I'm like, I know that we're having conflict together. I know that this is difficult for us, but I would like to understand what you would like as an outcome here. What is your intention in terms of us finding a resolution to this? Or what are you trying to accomplish? Is it to make me feel bad? Are you just trying to like insult me and have me sort of like feel bad and be embarrassed? Like, is that your intention? I think that can be a really powerful tool to help pull people out of conflict, to be like, let's just take a step back and say, what do you want to accomplish here? What is your intention? What is mine? This is what I would like to accomplish here, right? Maybe that's feeling listened to have you understand my perspective, right? That like, maybe my intention is like, I would like for you to apologize or acknowledge that what you did hurt my feelings or had this impact on me, and like that, you know, if you care about our relationship, that like that has an impact on you, or that you aren't excited about hearing that, unless that's what you want, right? Is for me to feel bad. So I just think that like that as a whole, dealing in intention, speaking of like, what is your intention? What is my intention here? Can help avoid us just getting caught in opinions and going back and forth where nobody's listening to each other, and helps us drill down to like, how do we find a resolution here? What do you really want here? What do I really want here? And being honest with those things and using language that is less escalated, less emotional, less emotionally fired up, just to be like, let's talk about what we both want here, right? And hopefully those are positive things, and like, we want to have a good relationship, we want to be able to move forward past this, and sort of be in alignment and create peace between the two of us. And I think if we can say those things in the conversation, that gives us kind of a North Star to be like, okay, let's move through this keeping that in mind, that that's what we really want, is to find peace here, to find a resolution so that we can move forward together. So yeah, currency of intentions inside conflict, I think can be really helpful. And even if that's at the right outside of this meeting, that you and I are gonna sit down and have this thing out, just to start by saying, hey, what I want as an outcome here, what I really want, my intentions here are these things. And to say that right off the top, at the outset of a conversation can be really helpful, just to keep things de-escalated and calm. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, or you can sign up for the Culture Drop mailing list and get these emails and videos right into your inbox.